Welcome to the Purpose Defined Podcast. I'm your host, Nari Magi. So guys, today we're going to be talking about tapping into your purpose through power, grace, prayer, and intuition. First things first, let's get to know what is purpose. I know this is a word that you have come across in so many ways, but most of us are kind of confused about it. And when you don't know your purpose, or when you don't find the path to your purpose, you end up chasing things or dreams that are not meant for you, and in return you end up living an unfulfilled life. So on my own definition, purpose is something that you love. It's something that is calling you now, and that purpose is not something that is linear or a straight line that you have to follow. It comes in season. Like for example, maybe for now your purpose can just being a friend to that particular person, being a caregiver to that loved one, being a good friend, being a good parent. So it's not something that you have to follow a straight line. It comes in different parts, in different forms, and in different pieces that when gathered together, they take you through that path that God has called you to be. And I know a lot of us are grounded by the noise of the world on what you're supposed to be doing, or where we are supposed to be at particular places. And this noise has really shut down our ability to get to connect or to tune with our intuition, to getting to know what is it that is inside of us that is required to be given to the world. That desire that is in your heart for you to do something. If you want to sing, you don't have to be like Beyonce to sing. Just do it. Just sing. If you want to be a farmer, you don't have to own a huge piece of land. All you need to do is to start a small garden. And as you go through this process, remember to detach yourself from the outcome. You know, most of us kind of lose ourselves or lose hope in our purpose when we start attaching ourselves to that picture of what things should, how the results should be. Instead of being in the process. So it's so important for you, even as you continue to search your purpose, as you continue to walk through your purpose, get to discover, get to be through the process, get to listen to yourself each and every day. What is that voice inside of you telling you to do today? And make sure you shut the voices from the outside, what the society is telling you to do, all those rules and norms. Just make sure you tap inside that voice of yours. And so how do you know that you are in the right path? First of all, let me encourage you that there is no one who is in the wrong path. It's just that we are in the right path, but you're not managing it correctly, or we are making an unwise decision by not listening or letting our intuition guide us. So I'm going to be giving you a few tips that will help you know if you are moving in the path that is meant for you. And also I'm going to be sharing with you some of the ways that will help you manage your path. So number one, the number one is it feels natural. Whatever you are doing, it doesn't feel like it's draining you. You're not dreading to do it. You're always you are so excited to getting in tune to it. For example, in your workplace, when you're going to work or when you're at work, you don't feel like the work is draining you. Of course, you are tired, but it doesn't drain you. You don't dread for the morning. It just feels so natural. And I'm not saying that when you're at work and you're feeling tired, you just quit. No, all I'm just trying to say is that there is no compromise when it comes to purpose. You do it so effortlessly. And another thing is to you are in touch with your intuition. You are following that voice that is directing you towards achieving that purpose. You are in tune to it. You are coachable, and you're really working towards achieving it. And so, how do you manage those tips? Number one is to be fully present. So be fully present and appreciate all that is in your life, regardless of the circumstance. Don't be this person who drops off your purpose or lose hope at the slightest inconvenience. So just be fully present. Just get to learn what is this season or what is this challenge or circumstance trying to teach me that I'll be able to implement my purpose. And this kind of reminds me when I was starting my content creation journey. I used to be like, we used to be so excited I could record videos, but once the views are not coming up or I'm having some ish here and there, I could just like stop and then stay for weeks, months without getting to record a video, and it kind of made me lose touch with my purpose. So whenever a challenge occurs, just use it to fuel your purpose. You can take a break, but make sure you like come back. Another thing, another way to manage is to give up the need to know what will happen tomorrow. Most of our issues or most of our stress comes from the future. When you keep on thinking of the outcome, we are so much attached to how things should have been. And when you keep on focusing or picturing how things could have been and then they don't turn out that way, it really it kind of makes you lose that zeal towards pursuing your purpose. So as you are in your journey, don't focus so much on the results. Just leave it to God. Cast all your anxiety to God and just be in this moment. Be fully present, and before you know, things will fall into place. Another thing is to know that there is no judgment into your life. There is no judgment in your life. You are human being. You are allowed to fail. You are allowed to start. You are allowed to lose yourself and everything. But always make sure you are coming back to the focus and just getting in touch with yourself again each and every time. And make sure the most important thing is that don't try to chase other people's dreams, or as much as we might be in the same path. Let's say, for example, as content creators, it doesn't mean the way I have grown my channel or the way I have grown my content is the same way that you will grow yours. So just again, be fully present that moment, grow your path, listen to that inner voice. And as I was starting this video, I mentioned something to do tapping into your purpose through your intuition, grace, and power. So let's kind of understand what is intuition. Intuition is the inner voice that guides us or cautions us whether to do something or not to do something. And every time we ignore this voice, we greatly suffer. And I feel like it's something that God gave us to kind of guide us towards our path, because when you meet with someone, you can never know whether this person is bad or whether this person is a good person or a bad person. The only way you can be able to know is through your intuition. When you are somewhere, or when you're in a group of people, or when you're doing something and it feels off, trust me, that is your intuition speaking to you. It's like telling you you are in the wrong path. It's time we shift. So tapping into your intuition really works, really goes a long way towards ensuring that your path becomes straight, your path towards getting to identify your purpose. And guys, this voice, it never dies. It's always there. It's only that when you keep on ignoring it, it kind of it becomes small and small and small. And that is why you do something and you felt like, well, I didn't see this coming. It's not that you didn't see it coming. It's only because you kind of shut the voice down. So the only way to water this voice or make it grow within us again is listening to it and being able to do it. Shut down the voices and just get to your inner self. So guys, we have come to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for being with us, and a big thank you to Space Studios and Acquit for sponsoring today's podcast. You can follow Space Studio on their social media page, Instagram, Space Studio. And of course, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Please check out. They have really an amazing studio, as you can see, with amazing content there. They do mentorship. So please, guys, just go there and follow them. And also, you can follow our podcast on our social media page, Instagram at The Purpose Defined Podcast. And until next week.